everyone, Maya here from MaiStoryBook, and this week's featured storybook is the newly released children's book, The Princess and the Pit Stop, written by Tom Angleberger and illustrated by Dan Santat. Now, the name Dan Santat might sound familiar to you because he's the author and illustrator of two very popular read-alouds on MaiStoryBook, Beagle, the Unimaginary Friend, and After the Fall, the story about Humpty Dumpty. Do you remember those stories? Well, if you don't, you should check them out on MaiStoryBook. There are other videos on my YouTube channel. Well, Dan Santat's known for his amazing illustrations. He even won awards for them. So be prepared for some gorgeous and super fun pictures in this book. Another reason why this book is one of my new favorites, it's because it's all about princess power, giving us a story that's all about an independent, driven, and tactful female lead. I love seeing strong female characters take the lead and take charge in stories. And in this racetrack read-aloud, this princess doesn't need to rely on anyone, not even her fairy godmother, and definitely not a prince. Because with guts and determination, she can cross that finish line all on her own. And in first place, of course. This story is also filled with a bunch of references and allusions to other classic fairy tale characters, so look out for them. I'm sure you'll know a lot of them. Because after all, who else is a princess gonna race? So, get ready for the most riveting race car read-aloud of the summer. Alright, so let's start our engines. Get ready, get set, and go! Now this week's featured storybook is The Princess and the Pit Stop, written by Tom Angleberger and illustrated by Dan Santat. So my friends, do you know what a pit stop is? Well, if you take a look here at the cover, it kind of looks like this book has to do with racing maybe and race cars. So a pit stop is actually like a rest spot during a race on a racetrack where the cars go round and round on the racetrack. And it's a rest spot where they can change their tires or fix their car if they need to fix their car. And it happens really fast. They take care of the car and then they go off and keep racing. So, The Princess and the Pit Stop. So this tells me this book has to do about race car racing. And see how she's dressed kind of in a race car outfit, right? Yeah. What do you think is going to happen in this story? Do you think she's going to win the race? That would be pretty cool if she did, huh? And I see some other characters here in the background, do you? Yeah, I see a frog over here, a lady over here, and some castles in the background. Because it is about a princess after all, right? Well, like I mentioned before, in this read-aloud, we're going to hear about a lot of other fairy tale characters, some of them that you might know. And take a look at the princess right here. How do you think she feels about this race? Or what do you think about her? By looking at her expression, how her face looks, how she's kind of standing. Yeah, she kind of looks like, you know what? I'm ready to win and nothing's gonna get in my way, huh? Really confident, right? Okay, well let's get started on this read-aloud. Are you ready? Let's begin. Ooh, so this isn't the beginning of the story yet, but this page has some cool pictures, and down here it says, objects in mirror are closer than they appear. And what is she seeing in the mirror? These two cars coming up behind her. That means they must be super close. Like here's our princess racing, and it looks like she notices those cars, right? And uh-oh, here's the princess. What happened? Where are these two cars now? They passed her up, huh? Oh, looks like she's noticing something else now. What do you see here? What color is the arrow kind of pointing to? Towards the red? What do you think that means? She might be running out of gas. Sounds like she might need to make a pit stop soon, huh? Here she is, and look at all those people in the crowd. Now this is our title page. It has our title and our author and illustrator. And look here, here's our race car again, and our princess. And this is where our story begins. Once upon a time, there was a princess who made a pit stop, a rest stop during the race, while the birds and beasts changed her tires. Her fairy godmother told her she was in last place. Uh-oh! How does she feel about hearing that? She's kind of like, I don't want to be in last place, right? And guess what? With just one lap left, So she only has one lap left in order to beat everyone else. That's not that much time, my friends, is it? Sounds like she has to get ahead of everyone else in this one last chance. And look over here. Do you know these numbers? Tells us how many laps they've already done and how many they need until they're finished. That's a lot of laps, huh? 500 altogether. Well, since she's in last place, her fairy godmother says, she might as well give up. How does Princess feel when she hears that? Does she look like she's about to give up? No, right? She looks like she's kind of angry when she hears that. Kind of angry like, don't tell me to give up. What do you think's going to happen? I don't think she's going to give up, do you? No. Would you give up if you were in last place and with only one lap left? I hope not. Well, so instead of giving up, what did she do? That looks like she's going super fast, huh? Instead, the princess hit the gas. That means she went super fast. She went so fast, she passed Humpty Dumpty. Remember him? Kind of like from After the Fall. She passed all the king's horses who tried to help Humpty Dumpty, and she passed all the king's men. All of those people are characters from the Humpty Dumpty story, huh? And my friends, if you look at this picture and you see this rainbow, that kind of shows us her path that she's taken, right? The rainbow's everywhere her car is driven in. There she is. You see her going? And how many cars did she pass? Let's count. Looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. She already passed 6 people. She's not in last place anymore, is she? And look over here. It looks like the frog is kind of the announcer. He's telling us what's happening in the race. She's going pretty fast, isn't she? She roared down the straightaway, roared down the straight part of the road, running the 3 bears off the road. Do you know the story with the 3 bears in it? What is it about? The 3 bears and Goldilocks, right? And, do you see them? Uh-oh. Another one down. And she flew past the wicked witches from Hansel and Gretel, Sleeping Beauty, and the Wizard of Oz. And do you see all of them? The wicked witches from all those other fairy tales? How many of them did she pass on this page? 1, 2, and don't forget this witch flying up here. 3. She's doing a pretty good job, isn't she? She spun out Rumpelstiltskin and butted in front of the 3 billy goats gruff. There's Rumpelstiltskin and the 3 billy goats gruff. Do you know those people? Thumbs up or thumbs down? I know them. If you don't know them, maybe you can look them up afterwards. They have fun stories of their own. And then she leaps. She jumps past Flopsy, Mopsy, and Peter Rabbit. She's even faster than those bunnies. I know Peter Rabbit was a cartoon movie that came out just a little bit ago. Do you know about Peter Rabbit? Thumbs up, thumbs down. Well, again, if you don't, maybe check out his story. This is such a big car, isn't it, my friends? But did our princess get past it? I wonder how. Let's see. She drove right over Tom Thumb. Do you see little tiny Tom Thumb in this picture? Yeah, he's right down here. So small, huh? He's called Tom Thumb because he's only as big as your thumb. Get out your thumb. That's how big he is. Super small. So she drove right over him and then right under the giant. So she's small, so she can just go right under his tires. Cool. She beat Jack and Jill down the hill and passed little Jack Horner in the corner. My friends, do you think she's going to win? Well, she's really determined to, huh? She's going super fast now. She blew the doors off the big bad wolf. Kind of like how the big bad wolf huffs and puffs. And she smoked the 3 little pigs, went right by them. Zoom. Can you make that sound with me? Zoom. Try it. Zoom! So fast, huh? And look at, there's her rainbow trail again. Maybe you can trace it with your finger, right? Ready? Is she driving in a straight line? No, because she has to like curve and swerve and jump over different people, right? She charged past the knight and she outraced the tortoise and the hare. That must mean she's going super fast, right? Because do you know the story of the tortoise and the hare? They had a race of their very own. Look at her face. What do you think she's thinking? Yeah, maybe like, don't get in my way. She honked at the golden goose. Beep! You try. Beep! And she blew a kiss to the ugly duckling. Ready? Let's blow a kiss. Bye, ugly duckling. And then she screeched past 4 and 20 blackbirds. Oh. She made the 7 dwarfs grumpy. Can you show me a grumpy face? And left Snow White in a cloud of dust. All right, get your fingers out. Let's follow this rainbow trail. They all tried to beat her, but the cobbler got clobbered. The little boy blew it, and the gingerbread man admitted, she can catch me. That's kind of funny, huh? Little Bo Peep and her sheep tried to stay with her, but the princess lost them. Can anyone beat her? No, it looks like she's beating everyone. Guess what, my friends? She's going so fast that there were just 2 more cars to beat. And who were they? The ugly stepsisters. Do you know what fairy tale they're from? Cinderella. The stepsisters swerved, they turned really fast. The stepsisters curved, they bumped, they blocked. But, what do you think is going to happen? You think she's going to beat them? Let's see. What's happening here, do you think? Let's see. But when they got scared and hit the brakes, come to a stop. The princess just stepped on the gas. She just went even faster. Why did the ugly stepsister stop? Yeah, because it looks like the road ended. But did the princess care? She just kept on going. And guess what? She crossed the finish line and won the race. Let's hear a big cheer for her. Woo! She spun donuts on the track, went round and round in circles. Why do you think? How is she feeling? So happy, huh? She grabbed her trophy. Woohoo! She posed for pictures. Looks like that's Mama and Dada behind her, right? And she made a commercial. What do you think this commercial is for? Looks like something fun, though. And she also invited everybody to a big ball at the castle later. So a ball's like a fancy royal dance at the castle. That's nice of her to invite everyone to celebrate at her party, right? And this right here says ye old valet. So valet is like people who park your cars for you. That's silly. But are they driving cars? They have all kinds of things they drive, huh? And so the princess lived happily ever after. And look at, they're all enjoying their party, dancing. Can you show me your dance moves? Ooh, nice moves. But wait, come on, Prince. We've got a dance contest to win. Sounds like Princess really likes contests, right? Maybe she really likes to win. Do you think she'd win a dance contest? I think so. Sounds like she's really determined to do anything she has to win, right? Well, I hope she has fun. The end. Alright, my friends, well, I hope you enjoyed this read aloud of The Princess and the Pit Stop. It was super fun, huh? And really exciting to see her win and beat all those other fairy tale characters, right? And then zoom to the finish line. Do it with me. Zoom to the finish line. What was your favorite part about this story? Yeah, maybe when she drove under the giant and over the little Tom Thumb, or went past the 3 bears and the goat, even in the gingerbread man was pretty funny too, right? Yeah. Well, that's really cool, because you know what? Even when the fairy godmother told her to give up, did she give up? What did she do instead? She tried even harder, didn't she? That's a good thing to remember, my friends. Even when it seems like there's no hope, you might be in last place, or you just think, I don't even think I should try anymore. Don't give up. Give it all you got, and who knows what could happen, right? Great things can still happen, no matter what. Okay, my friends, well, let's move on to this week's craft. It's a fun one. So for this week's craft, since it's race car themed, we have your very own make your own race car. And this is kind of cute, huh? And guess what? Super simple. As always, it's just made out of a toilet paper roll. These are just cardboard wheels, and I just took a piece of construction paper, wrapped it around the toilet paper roll, cut out a little square here so you could even fit like a little toy you had, or make a little person and put it right here in the driver's seat. And this is kind of like the dashboard. And there you go, you got your very own car. I just taped on these wheels. You can glue them to get them to stick better. Very few supplies needed and very easy. You can find the instructions on how to make this craft on my blog, MaiStoryBook, by clicking on the link below. There's also picture directions in case you're a visual learner, like me. On the blog, you can also find the additional reading resources such as vocabulary, main themes, and ideas to incorporate while you're talking about this story. Anything to get kids talking and having some conversation about what they're reading and hearing about. Alright, my friends, well, if you do make this race car craft or want to share with me about your own reading adventures, please reach out to me on Facebook, Instagram, on the blog, or here on YouTube by clicking on all of those social media links down below. I'm always looking forward to hearing from all of you. Also, to keep up with all of our weekly read-alouds, new interactive read-alouds where we ask questions to engage our children in conversations come out every Friday. I'm always super excited to bring to you new exciting reads. I've also just joined Twitter. My handle is @MaiStoryBook, so please join me and follow me so we can help continue to build this community of raising a new generation of young readers. I look forward to connecting with you. And okay, hope you have a fabulous week of summer coming up next week. And until next Friday, happy reading.